Okay, so welcome to my presentation about my work placement at Electric Bike Sussex. Electric Bike Sussex is the only specialist electric bike shop in the Brighton and Hove area. They offer many services for customers to come in, try out these new electric bikes. As many people haven't tried electric bikes before, they have only used normal bikes, many new customers. So one of the things that this company lets you do when you come to shop for a bike is to try them out. They are a family-run business. There's only 3 people at this company, Graham, Lucy and Jake, and they are really lovely people, and I felt at home at the company and it was really good to work with them. It's actually only 2 years old, the company itself, but all 3 of them together combined have a joint amount of experience of 30 years in the leisure and cycling industry. The manager of the company was Graham Rowe, and Lucy was the assistant manager, and Jake was the technician, and then there was me. So Graham gave me the brief of what he expected, of what he wanted me to produce, which is a video, and Lucy and Jake helped me with all the nitty-gritty sort of details. So it was overall, my work experience placement was a learning experience. It had some challenges. It had good things, ups and downs. It had good points, bad points. The good things is that I learned how to do things which I'd never done before. For example, I had made videos before, but not ones of this kind, and I hadn't gone out and shot on cameras, the footage and everything like that before, and then edited it. So that was new to me, and that was what was challenging about it. The positives was that I overcame these challenges and I managed to produce the video that was needed in the end. I developed new skills through learning editing, learning how to shoot on professional cameras, because I used a camera of my own which was professional, which I did not know how to use before this, so I learned how to do that. And I learned different types of skills of how to integrate appropriate music into these kinds of videos, copyright-free music, for example, and things like that. So it also added something unique to my CV, which I hadn't had that on there before. So I can now say that I have produced a video for a company. It gave me a general understanding of what working in the industry would be like, and it wasn't what I was expecting. My goal was to produce 2 videos for the company, one short video and one long video. The long video I'll show you at the end of this presentation, for 2 main reasons. One, so they can put a video online on their website, and second is a video advertising the bikes that they can show at conventions. It's a promotional video that they will be showing at bike conventions coming up later on in the year. Then it needed to be good quality and around 1 or 2 minutes long. And this was the first video that the company had advertising their bikes. They had no equipment, and I had to use my own camera to shoot all of the footage that we needed. So that was quite challenging, learning that myself. They had a little GoPro camera, but it wasn't the appropriate type of camera that we needed. I used my computer for editing, and for the software I downloaded Adobe Creative Cloud, and I used the Adobe programs, so that was good. I learned software and programs from scratch. So I learned them all without knowing anything about them. I've never used them before. It was the first time I'd produced any type of video of this kind. I had produced videos before in college, but they were different types of videos. They weren't for a company or anything like that. The process of learning Premiere Pro was really good. I enjoyed it because that would be what I'd say the main skill I got out of this work placement is skill in Premiere Pro and editing video. Whereas before this, I had never used it before, so it was very challenging using it for the very first time. And so that was one of the best benefits about the placement. Other activities that the company made me do was taking photos for their social media pages, such as their Instagram, their Facebook, and their Twitter. These are the examples of some of the photos that I took. And how my experience in the work placement relates to the readings on the course. My job of marketing the bikes through the video was to do it in a way that was appealing, considering the large prices of the bikes. This was one of the challenges I faced. The models that they stocked ranged from £1,000 to £15,000, so they were very expensive, and I realised that this was a practical example of Bordeaux's theory of the habitus, explained by Patterson in Consumption and Everyday Life. Lifestyle, the choice of products and the desire for certain goods, is not simply a function of high or low income. It is generated from the habitus, the way that the perception of the social world is structured. Therefore, social distinction does not derive from social class directly, but is a result of socialization into a new way of life. The habitus, which is, that was quoted from Patterson. The theories that I had learned about gender and gender roles in advertising came into play when the company mentioned that they only had a boy to film with. It was my decision to also feature a girl in order to reach a wider audience. While marketing the products, I thought it was important to perform both roles, considering past adverts such as the Dove campaign. I kept this in mind. This was further concreted by Judith Butler's theory on performative gender in relation to media. And you can see the quote there. So while women may have been the instruments of consumer culture, they have not necessarily been agents in its historical development. So I kept this in mind when I was considering using a girl in the video. Overall, my work placement was a valuable experience. I'm definitely glad I did it. I learnt things out of it, which are going to be very valuable. For example, Premiere Pro and Adobe applications, learning how to shoot with a camera, a professional camera. And yeah, I'm happy that I did it. The bibliography. So thank you very much for watching my presentation. Thank you. Now I'm going to show a video of what I made with the company, so you can see what I worked on.